listener production.
Welcome to Take a Hike podcast, a podcast that takes you through North Queensland's best parts.
I'm Cherry Judge from the Townsville Bushwalking Club and
I'm Lewin Warnicky.
Today we are going to do Mount Halifax. This walk has a little bit for everyone.
Yeah, there's some really nice swimming holes down below.
If you're from Townsville, you would have seen a prominent peak north of Townsville. That's Mount Halifax, and it stands tall at 1,063 meters.
That's making it one of the highest in the park.
It is, and then the next highest after that is near Tully, really. How do we get there first?
Well, it's located in Paluma Range National Park, before the turn-off to Paluma Village itself. It's right near the Belgale Beach turn-off, so you turn left instead of right to Belgale.
Yes, along Pace Road.
That's correct.
And just take that road till it reaches the Pace Farm Gate. Now, we've got to remember that access is through private property, actually, technically, and we have a lot to thank the Pace family for, because they have very generously allowed hikers to pass through their gates to access this track. Make sure you park well on the side so that you don't block the gates, since they have wide trucks that pass through on a daily basis. It's a working farm.
Don't drive in through the gate.
Yes, never do that.
And when you walk the track, you can take a right at the gate and walk along the fence line. It's pretty obvious once you get there.
Keep walking through a dry jungle creek bed.
Well, it's along a four-wheel drive track that's unmaintained for now. And then you go to single track at the side. And there, through dry creek beds and...
It is marked. It's marked. Look out for orange-ish markers, really, on trees. Always look out for them. The first waterhole as such would be something called Gorge Falls. It's generally running beautifully just after the rains. It's incredible. It's just a sight to behold.
In the dry season, it might not be flowing too well, so a lot of people avoid that. But it's perfect because in the wet season is when the summer is, really. So.
Yes. Eventually, probably about 45 minutes into the walk, maybe, depending on your speed of walking.
It's only like a kilometre to right?
It's not really that far. Yeah, it is actually. It's not even 45 minutes. You end up coming to this place called Rope Falls. And in winter, it's kind of a trickle, depending on the...
Too cold for me in winter.
Yes, it is. It depends on what the flow of water is. But man, in summer, after the rains, it is stunning. And that is such an easy waterhole to get to if you want a quick swim on a hot summer's day. That walk up to Rope Falls is quite, I would say, would you say beginners?
It's beginners, yeah, and it's quite well worn and popular. So.
Yeah, it's a great walk to try your rudimentary, even if you don't think you have rock hopping skills and stuff like that. I think it's a great track to start on. Anyway.
Yeah, and experience some navigational features like looking for the markers.
There's a history here.
Yeah, so a bunch of Vietnam veterans wanted to train for Kokoda, and one of the ways they could train was building this trail. So they had the plan. They did all the recon, they found the route they wanted, and they cut the track in early 2000s.
So just 3 of them?
Just 3 of them, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So how many years do you reckon it took them?
Quite a few. It depends on how much time they allocated to it.
Oh, that's amazing. They finished building it in 2006.
Yeah.
Wow. We thank them for leaving us such an incredible legacy.
It's now officially recognised as part of the national park.
It's an incredible resource. And now we are about to climb up the rope at Rope Falls and continue along the track, which becomes really steep at this point.
Yeah, there's a bit of a scree slope and rock hopping involved.
Be very careful. You will end up crossing the creek to the left all along your way to what we call Loop Falls. And
that's a little side trip down into the creek.
Yes, so technically this track actually ends up at the top, at the summit of Mount Halifax. And that walk in itself is quite a strenuous, quite a hard walk. So if you're intending to do Mount Halifax, definitely start really early. Give yourself 10 to 12 hours to do it at a, good cruisy pace. Take breaks for sure. It gets steeper and steeper as the track goes on.
Yeah, definitely allow a full day. It is only 11 kilometers return, but don't let that fool you. No. It is over 1,000 meters elevation gain, and it's quite a technical track. Like,
Yes.
you have to be careful of where you put your feet.
Loop Falls is a detour, so you actually have to get off the track.
50 meters off the track?
It is. And, it's not as spectacular as some, but I just love the trip to it. It's steep down, steep up. It's ignored a lot. So you tend to find yourself, especially if you go there on a weekend, you tend to find yourself alone. I think that's why I love it.
Yeah, and there's a nice little swimming
Oh,
area.
there's a lovely little swimming hole, but it dries up pretty much it doesn't dry up completely in winter.
From there, we got Bridal Falls next, and that is another minor detour.
Man, it's stunning. But before Bridal Falls, remember one of the things we were going to get to in our what's in your pack part for this was gloves. So you end up climbing a rope.
Yeah.
Yes, there's
on
a
the
rope
ski
climb.
slope, yeah.
Yes.
I saw a picture the other day. It's quite well worn in now. The
okay.
footpad, yeah.
But I think, having gloves for those that need it would be awesome. So the gloves really help, but you need the gloves, otherwise your hands will chafe. So anyway, you climb the rope, get to the top there, and you're right, there's a detour to Bridal Falls, another absolutely stunning falls. It looks like a bride's veil.
Yeah, it just cascades down that rock face there.
It's so good. Again, very, very minimal flow now. Is it the last water point, Lewin, if you wanted to refill?
Yeah, and it's only 20 meters off the track, so it's even closer than Loop Falls.
Loop Falls, yeah, definitely. So if you get to that point, you realize you're running low on water, that's a good place to refill.
And at that turn-off too, there used to be the old campsite there when they camped there to build the trail.
Wow. By the time you get to that point, you're really puffing hard. So get ready for some more rope climbing. I think there are a couple of rope climbs.
Yeah,
or
one more at least.
Yeah, and it's steeper. It's definitely steeper than the one.
That's the climb scramble I was thinking of.
Definitely. So make sure you wear good shoes. Definitely have your gloves on, and up you go.
And that takes you to Echo Point, which is like a little rocky outcrop on the ridgeline. And you can see your first massive views across the landscape.
Yes, it is stunning, Echo Point.
Now, notice the vegetation change as you walk this trail. At Echo Hill area, it's she oaks, and then it goes like open scrub. And then towards the summit again, it goes back to rainforest with lush wait a while waiting for you.
That's how we get to the top of Mount Halifax. It is stunning, but it's no mean feat.
Did you know that the fastest known time up to Mount Halifax is only 1 hour and 24 minutes, I think?
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Really?
I've managed to do it in 1 hour and 28.
What? No, that's just show off. I've taken 5 hours. Gee, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, some trail runners in Townsville look pretty quick.
If you're looking for maps or you're looking for directions, definitely go to the wanderstories.space blog, and you will get a lot of information there. Also, if you have maps downloaded, you should try All Trails. I think All Trails has a map for Mount Halifax. Definitely write your intentions down. Always tell a friend where you're going and tell them when you're likely to come back. Mobile signal, you get some at the top on the summit, but it's quite sparse from the bottom up.
Quickly note that at the summit of Mount Halifax, you may notice that the trail continues. You can do that, but make sure you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
There's even a campsite there where a lot of people have camped.
Yeah.
Right at the summit there. No water, but there is water from the summit about another kilometre or so on.
As if you're going towards Godwin.
Godwin's Peak. And before we wrap this up, let's rate this bushwalk.
Gee, I love it.
I think you can split it into 2 categories because you've got the ones at the very bottom there.
Yes.
And you've got Mount Halifax at the top.
If I visit Rope Falls after the rains, I'd rate it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a low effort, high reward.
Low effort, high reward,
Yeah,
definitely.
I like
Rope Falls
that.
is that. If you end up doing the Mount Halifax track, wow, that is something. It's
It's
a great
stunning.
little bucket list to tick.
Nice, cool breeze. Sometimes it's surrounded by clouds, which I love.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites, I think, in Townsville.
Now, as these trails become more and more popular, we need to be more aware of leave no trace philosophies. Just footprints.
Just footprints and memories.
Nice. Don't leave breadcrumbs. Don't put flagging tape up for no real purpose other than to find your way back.
Yes. And if you do put flagging tape up and it's yours, take it off.
Yeah.
Take it off because you don't want to end up marking a new trail that, shouldn't be there. You don't want people to create new trails. It's not good for the bush.
Yeah. Every time I go out and do some trail maintenance, I'm always putting like a handful on each hand into my my bag, and just carrying that out because it falls to the ground or it's just over tape. Yeah, even the Blue Water Gorge hike I did the other day.
Yes.
There's just a whole bunch of stuff on the floor and it looks like nobody picks it up. So if you see something on the floor, pick it up.
Pick it up.
Take it out.
Be a champion, be a guardian of these places. I think each of us needs to do our part. Definitely pick up the rubbish you see, and hey, happy hiking.
Yeah, happy hiking.
Happy hiking.